This is going to be a weird video, because this is not the postgame. The postgame, if you wanted to see that, that is on the YouTube channel. It was from last night. It says 9 hours ago because I'm recording this video at a very particular early time in the morning, but this was the postgame video with a beautiful close-up shot of Brock Besser with a "Ref, you suck" tagline on the bottom. Okay, I gotta stop gassing up my own video commentaries, but this video that you're watching is not the postgame. Instead, what I wanted to do was talk about the hot seat. Because it seems like, to me, it would be fair to say that one Vancouver Canucks head coach Rick Tocchet is starting to place his sweet little butt onto that hot seat. No, he's not fully on it. I don't want to say, oh, Tocchet's going to get fired sometime soon. Like, he's not on the hot seat in the same way Derek Lalonde is in Detroit, or the Boston Bruins coaching staff was, or any of the other teams that are near the bottom of the NHL. It's not that bad, but it is slowly getting bad. Here's what I mean. So I wanted to go out there and talk about some tweets posted by Canucks media and Canucks fans in response to last night's Vancouver Canucks overtime loss at the hands of the St. Louis Blues. Firstly, this was a tweet made by Grady heading into the third period of last night's game. The Canucks are giving up way too many breakaways and odd man rushes against Thatcher Demko tonight. That Paplitis muscle is sure getting tested when he's moving side to side, thrown right into the fire. And it's interesting because Demko said he wanted to give his knee hell. Oh yeah, the Vancouver Canucks did that with the amount of breakaways and high-danger opportunities for the St. Louis Blues. Thatcher Demko allowed in 4. He could have allowed in like 9 if he was just an average normal goaltender. He did make some pretty big stops on breakaways and the like. So obviously, you don't want to see your team give up that many breakaways in a single game, especially to a team like the St. Louis Blues. Sure, you can say they're a rush-heavy team. We had talked about that heading into the game yesterday, but they are also not too high up there in the standings. They are not as good as some of the other teams that the Vancouver Canucks have already defeated this season. So, where can we go in the direction of talking about breakaways and odd man rushes? Well, I wanted to turn your attention to a tweet made by Blake Price. This was after the Canucks lost the game in OT to the St. Louis Blues. There are not many times that I have blamed the coach, but this game is on Rick Tocchet. Poor lineup decisions. The team wasn't ready to start any of the 3 periods. Scoring goals in this system remains a problem. Now, this system, what's Price talking about? If I were to try to fill in the gaps myself, a lot of my friends on EASHL, I was playing with them immediately after the Canucks game, and of course, after we made the post-game video, you can go out there and check it out right here, but all my friends were saying, hey, dump and chase hockey. That's Rick Tocchet hockey. There's no rush offense to be seen anywhere. It's all dump and chase, dump and chase, dump and chase. And not only is it dump and chase, it's dump and go for a change, and then go out there and chase. It's kind of the same symptoms we had seen in Canucks systems of prior years, with Boudreau towards the end, and Travis Green. Let's go out there and read some replies to this Blake Price tweet from after the game. The honeymoon period is over for me. Time for results. The Vancouver Canucks look anemic to generating anything 5-on-5. Whether that's personnel or systems, this isn't good enough for a team with contending aspirations. It's a real step back. The replies on here, hey, it's systems. The team has more than enough talent on the roster. Another reply from, looks like Oscar the Grouch over here, says, Elias Pettersson is not worth 11.5 mil. Take a look around the league at players making that kind of money. They show up every night, and even if they don't, you notice them. Pettersson, some nights he is invisible. Quinn Hughes, you notice every night. Pettersson should not be in that class. I'm going to be honest, I actually do think Pettersson is a lot better than this commenter is saying that he is. He had scored a few points in the game yesterday, and he actually does look a lot more effective as of late compared to where he was at the beginning of the season or where he was at the end of last season and the playoffs. I do think Pettersson is a night and day different player from just a few weeks ago, and it's definitely showing off that he has improved and started to get his confidence back up there. Is he $11.5 million worthy at this point? Is he playing like an $11.5 million caliber player? You could say maybe not. I'd say maybe the way he's playing is more aligned with a player that brings maybe $7.5 or $8 million worth of value. But still, it's better than what he was doing before. And in fact, there was a bigger conversation about Elias Pettersson that was brought up to the coach immediately after the game. Even Dan Riccio, he tweeted this out at the beginning, of the second period, I think it was. The Canucks missed the most. Their $11 million man, that's the player they missed the most. And of course, he's referring to Elias Pettersson. Always too early to say something. He's been playing well, he hasn't gotten any looks, and now he has a goal. The team needed it. So obviously this tweet came before Elias Pettersson scored the goal, and then of course before he scored the game-tying assist in the third period. But this narrative was tossed out there for a few moments last night, and then you even had Rick Tocchet going out there and saying this after the game. You guys are obsessed with Petey, huh? It's Petey every game. Canucks head coach Rick Tocchet seems tired of the Pettersson questions. He gives a fair answer and has some fun with the media. Now, just in case you needed the scoop here, you wanted to see Elias Pettersson, well, Elias Pettersson is over there at 26 points in 27 games. He is now under a point per game with a recent stint of, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 points in his most recent 7 games. So, 11 points, 7 games, that's Elias Pettersson for you, baby, and that doesn't even include the two-point games that he had scored in the November 19th and 23 period of the season. So Pettersson has been getting better. It's just there are still people going out there talking about him. Honestly, I do think that a lot of the conversation has been more so around Tocchet as of the past few games than Pettersson. So let's go out there and continue with some of the extra replies on this Blake Price tweet. Not many times I've blamed a coach, but this one's on Tocchet, etc., etc. 100%. Kiefer Sherwood or Connor Garland are better wingers than Brock Besser. This is exactly how I'm feeling after tonight. Also, Tocchet is getting the benefit of the doubt for sure, but tonight was not good. I still think he is a fantastic coach. The overtime, to me, went exactly how much of the game went. The Canucks could not pass to each other in all 3 periods, and Brock blew it in overtime. Thatcher was amazing. Rick should keep issues with how players are doing in the dressing room. Tuned out? Last one was also on Rick Tocchet. Tie game, late third, takes too many men on the ice penalty, and then they lose. Tocchet has a better chance with his gambling rings. Okay, we're not going to go out there and expand on that. Tocchet's coaching is not the same as last year. Can't blame the coach for Brock Besser giving the puck away and Soucy not knowing how to check a guy. What a brutal performance in overtime. I hated the hire at first. Wasn't great in Arizona. The team couldn't generate offense. Ate Crow last season as he did a great job, but I'm starting to feel like my early inclinations might be coming to fruition. The team is looking a lot like Boudreau again, defending poorly and giving up a lot of odd man rushes. And so, there are a lot of people going out there and talking about Rick Tocchet. They are never ready. At some point, that's on the players. How do you not get up for a hockey game? And then there also is the argument in response that, hey, the coach is supposed to be the one to get them into that mindset. Yeah, but if it happens all the time, it's on the players too. Shouldn't be hard to get up for an NHL game. Total lack of heart if so. Didn't love starting P.S. Suter in overtime either. Get 40 and 43 out there together to work their magic. Agreed. Thank you. Agreed. A lot of people going out there and talking about Tocchet. Is there time to start talking about Tocchet? Walk it like I talk it. Do we talk to him a little bit and really start to bring that up? I don't know. You can let me know your thoughts in the comment section below because, of course, it's not ideal to see the Vancouver Canucks drop games in the ways that they have been dropping games. Succumbing mid-period goals, ending up taking bad penalties, forcing comebacks, and not looking all too great in extra time. Rick Tocchet hockey has not been kind to Vancouver this season compared to last, but is it time we start talking about it in a lot more of a critical way? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed this video. And bye.